Hi, my name is Ash from the Twitch channel safeLanding, and today's automation blueprint is going to be focusing on the kiln and how to set up a completely isolated, very cool kiln room so that you can make your ceramics and your refined carbon. Anyway, let's get into it. Now the kiln is a really good later game refiner as it makes some components that are vital for your expansion plans. It makes ceramic using clay and coal with an overheat temperature of plus 200 degrees centigrade. And it also makes refined carbon, which is a component that's vital for making steel. Now the importance with ceramic is in your later game you're going to be playing around with some really hot liquids and some really hot stuff. And you want your liquid pipes and even some of your machinery like the metal refinery out of ceramic because everything else will basically melt under the extreme heat and pressure that you're going to be dealing with later on. The kiln is available pretty early on in your research tree, but until you actually have the ability to cool it down, I wouldn't recommend getting into it straight away. There are two main drawbacks with the kiln. The first one is that, one, it generates a lot of heat. And two, its production cycle is very slow. On your best cycle, you can make 1,450 kilos of ceramic. That's working non-stop. And you're going to need a lot of it. So chances are, when you get this running, you're going to want to keep it running non-stop for hundreds of cycles. So you want to have an adequate cooling mechanism. Now I'm cooling this using two wheezeworts, a bunch of gold amalgate temp shift plates, and I've stacked about 10 kilos of hydrogen per tile. And it's keeping quite cool, right? I've been running this non-stop for over 50 cycles. Without this cooling, the kilns will be at around 90 degrees and just melting, right? So having this cooling is proving to be very effective. Now, I was able to stack 10 kilos of hydrogen in using the wheezewort mechanic. Basically, I've put in a high pressure gas vent underneath the wheezewort. Now the wheezewort works by sucking in the gases underneath. And now the more gases it can suck in, or gulp, the cooler it can get. So it makes sense to stack it as much as possible. That'll improve the wheezewort's cooling ability. Now as it gulps in the gases underneath, that creates space for the high pressure gas vent to pour in more gas, which is how I've been able to stack this. In contrast, if I were to put this high pressure gas vent, say, at the top, without using the wheezewort mechanic, I'll probably be able to get about 4.5, maybe 5 kilos of hydrogen into this room per tile, and that would be about it. So using the wheezewort mechanic, sticking it underneath the wheezewort is a really good idea, and it will really help your cooling. Now I'm using auto sweepers in here just so that I can get this running non-stop, right? I put in two kilns because considering how long it takes and the amount of effort I've had to put into making this room, I may as well put in two just to speed things up. But the auto sweeper also allows me to completely seal this room off, because one, I don't want my dupes to be going inside and having their ears pop due to the high pressure, and I don't want to have to deal with gases escaping or anything like that. Now I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did like it, or subscribe to get notifications when I make more vids. Now I have heaps of videos in the works. If you leave a comment, you can tell me what you'd like to see, and that'll help me prioritize. Or you can just chat to me directly on my Twitch channel. I'm always up for a chat. I hope you found this video instructional. Thanks. Bye.